ethanol liver Ralph. This is a very real, very not fake photograph. That's a sharp chin, boy. How do you get that? How do you get, like, he's sharpened that with a pencil sharpener or something? He's even got the $20,000 ring on his hand. Pay no attention. Pay no attention to whatever this like elephant skin down here is. Just ignore this. Just ignore this. Okay. But Ethan Oliver Ralph actually had a bit of a W this week. At least as a W can, as much of as a W as it could have been. Now, as people may remember, Ralph got a contempt of court for streaming Aaron's arraignment when he got the revenge porn charge, and it was issued a nationwide body hunt, which is a bit rare, and honestly it was probably too much for what Ralph was doing. But Ralph decided to, Ralph was very upset about this because he wanted to go see his son Xander for Christmas, and he was saying that that steel toe Aaron was preventing him from going to see his boy on Christmas, even though it's the judge that started the contempt of court, not Aaron. Doesn't matter. But he decided to plea. He sent a Christmas letter to the judge saying, look, I've got cats. They don't fold the bullshit. I want to go see my son and I don't want to get arrested. How about we just have a Zoom meeting? The judge was like, no, denied. Not even going to acknowledge this with a response. So then second option, they got a plea. So we'll go through that. You can see that some filings were uploaded to the Stearns County petition to enter guilty plea index number 6. Now let's see. The preliminary settlement offer for Ethan Ralph was based upon the investigation completed at the time and expressly contingent upon the correct calculations of the defendant's criminal and traffic history and presumptive guideline sentence. The following settlement offer is made in this case. Pleading guilty to misdemeanor contempt of court. Presumptive sentence, 90 days, or stayed for 1 year. So basically what this means is he's got a 90-day sentence, but it's delayed, stayed, whatever you want to call it. Provided Ralph's a good boy, he doesn't have to go to jail. That's what it means. Let's see. He also has, offer probation to the court, probation to community corrections officer 1 year, no jail, a fine of $500, restitution, evaluation or assessment, blah, 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 blah. Basically, Ralph had to pay $500 to be able to go see his son for Christmas. And honestly, this is the best thing that Ralph could have done. Now, there is some rumblings that Ralph may have handed over some information, some DMs perhaps, to the cops. We don't know. There's no evidence of that, but it is an interesting theory. But this is basically the best case scenario you could hope for. It's better than staying in Mexico forever. It's better than never seeing your children again. It's $500 to be Rekieta's friend. It's a bit pricey, I think, to get that photo op, but it is what it is. And what else we got here? He also waived his attorney right, and I'm entering a plea of guilty based on the following plea agreement with the prosecutor. If plead guilty to the sole count, misdemeanor contempt of court, 90 days in jail, stayed for a period of a year, no upfront jail time, probation with the court unsupervised, pay a fine of amount of $500, and the applicable surcharges. Now, apparently this is twice the regular fee. So it could have been worse, I suppose, but it could have been much better. Also, it looks like an $89 library fee. Remain law-abiding and no similar offenses. Warrant to be quashed upon entry of guilty plea. And this was accepted, which means that Ralph is officially free to enter the country, but also that in the case of the Minnesota 4, the Rekieta crime family, 1 down, 3 to go. Ralph is officially guilty in his contempt of court. So there's your little Ralphiverse update. But like I said, this is probably the best that Ralph could have hoped for. And despite making fun of people online, I typically want what's best for them. And while it is very funny to think that he was going to be in purgatory in Mexico forever, it's nice. It's nice that he can go see one of his kids for Christmas. So good for him. Good for him. But 1 down, 3 to go. 1 down, 3 to go. When's the divorce arc? You mean for Rekieta? I don't know. Andrew seems to think it's very soon. If you're referring to Nick and Kayla, some people were talking about that because it was on my last Friday stream. We had Andrew on. BP's pretty busy recently because he just had a kid, so he might not be able to make it for a while. He might be able to make it tonight. We don't know. We'll see. We'll see. He might be on later, and Max should be on later as well, I believe. But we'll see. But yes, there was. We were talking a little bit about the Reketas last time, and Andrew let it loose that he thinks that Nick is going to initiate a divorce, and that kind of surprised me because I was thinking a divorce initiation would come from Kayla, if anybody. But it kind of makes sense. Some people are having difficulty finding that clip though, but I told the clippers that if they want to clip the Friday streams after the Goes members only, that's fine. But if you want to see the full conversation, that's on the Friday Turkey stream. It's pretty easy to find in the member section, but you have to join as a member for that.